just going a bit crazy. Today I'm going to be doing a houseplant tour video. It's going to be very different from my previous houseplant tour because I sold so many of my plants away before I went on like my 2 months leave, and I bought so many new plants, so it's going to be very different. So if you guys are interested and you want to see what plants I have, then let's go. So I'm just going to start with this corner here like I normally do, and this is a peace lily that I got from Dubai Garden Center, and I just love it because he's really big and the leaves are bigger. So yeah, bigger than my previous one that I bought like, I don't know, a year ago. So yeah, I really like him. Over here I have my string of hearts, and this is just a normal string of hearts. Yeah, nothing that interesting, I guess. I just leave him here. And I also have my, I don't know what you call it, it's like they call it like the shilling plant or something, but it's the one that crawls. So yeah, I have this guy as well, and I got him from Bangkok. And definitely when I go back to Bangkok, I'm going to get myself a Monstera dubia. It's a different one from this. I can't believe I didn't buy it when I was there, but yeah, when I go back, I'm going to get that one. But I just really like it because it like sticks itself to the wall. So it just, I don't know, it's just really pretty. And then here I just have my Kentia palm. This is one of my first plants that I ever bought when I came to Dubai. So yeah, she's doing all right, I guess. They're slow growers, so I don't really expect much, I guess, but yeah, I just let her do her thing, and I don't really fuss with her so much. I just let her be. Up here I have my heartleaf philodendron, and as you can see, she's really long. So I put like a transparent tape on the walls so she can like trail around, I guess. But yeah, I really like the look of it. And she has a lot of new growths around here, so yeah, pretty excited. Right on my shelf I have my helix plant, and she's grown a lot, I guess. Like you can see a lot of new growth at the ends, like every end there is a new growth somewhere. So yeah, I'm really happy about it, and she's just doing her thing, and I just leave her. I don't fuss with her as well, this one. Here I have my cactus, and I can never say the full name, Dorstatinia foetida or something like that. But yeah, I just leave him here. I don't mess with him as well. I just let him be. Over here I have my Risalis, I don't know how to say it. These plants on the shelf, I like to keep the plants that I don't really like mess with, and I just let them be because sometimes I forget them on the shelf and it's quite hard to see them, so I just make sure I get the plants that have really low maintenance up here. But yeah, she's growing a lot of new growth all the time, so I don't really worry about her. And here I have my Sayad. I don't know, I can't pronounce these names, they're really difficult. But yeah, I just leave them here with this really cute pot, and I don't know, I think it's like a very minimalism vibe. I don't know, you tell me. It's minimalism, I like it. Here I have my bear paw, and yeah, she's looking a little bit leggy. But she was like this in the beginning, but anyways. Yeah, I just leave her here and let her be. She doesn't really require much. Here I have my Stephania erecta, and I put her up here because as you can see, like the theme of my shelf is like green. Okay, maybe not that one, but green and like brownish. So yeah, I feel like the pot just goes well with the color theme, so I just put her here. So on this corner I have my oxalis, and she really loves this spot, as you may know if you watched my previous videos. But yeah, she loves this spot so much, so I just let her be, and she's growing. So yeah, I'm really happy about her, and I'm just waiting for her to grow more and more. Here I have my variegated pileae, and of course this is my top favorite plant, so I keep him right near my bed so I can see him, and he also gets sufficient light here, so I just let him be, and he's growing quite a lot from the first time that I got him, so I just let him be and just leave him here. On top of my mirror I have my Sinningia, and oh my god, she's grown like I don't know, like she's on steroids or something, because let me focus. She's grown so much. Okay, I'm gonna show you. If you watch my previous video, just look at my previous video and you will see how much she's grown. Like, it's crazy. Right at the window, I have my snake plant and my bear paw, and this is where they get so much light, so I make sure I keep the plants that can tolerate really high light here, like basically direct sunlight. So yeah, I just leave them both here, and they're doing pretty well, so they didn't burn or anything, so yeah, I feel like they could tolerate this sun. And I also needed to put some plants in this area, so it's like perfect. I also have my Stephania erecta here, and they can't tolerate bright sunlight, but yeah, it's not grown yet, so I just leave it here for now. And on my clothes rack hanger, I also put my what is this? Satin pothos. I was gonna forget the name. I put my satin pothos here, and I just let him hang. And I bought this hanger for plants itself, but I realized that I put a lot of my bags and my hat on it, so yeah, I just put him here. And I don't know, it just adds a little bit of greenery around my room, and I really like that. Okay, so we're gonna go to the corner where we have most of my plants, and yeah, we're gonna go through them. So right in the corner, I have my Monstera, what? My Monstera Addisonii, and yeah, I just put him on a moss pole. It's probably like 1 meter tall. But yeah, he's doing all right. I have a little bit of yellowing the leaves. I don't know if it's, I feel like the pot that I'm using, the drainage hole at the bottom, is way too small for it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. If his leaves start yellowing way too much, I'm gonna probably put him in a new pot with bigger drainage holes. But yeah, I feel like it's not so bad so far, but I did remove a couple of leaves already from yellowing. So yeah, I might consider having to repot him into a newer pot. Here I have my Monstera minima, also known as the Orchidiflora tetrasperma. I always feel like I'm seeing a Harry Potter, you know, something. But yeah, she's doing really well, and she's actually having a new leaf right here, so that's always a good sign for me to see. I gave her a stick, and I'm gonna just let her trail up the stick and let her do whatever she wants. So yeah, I think this has become one of my favorite plants as well, because I really love, and like it's Monstera minima because it's like I don't know why, but I feel like it's like minimal, how do you say it? Like it has minimal fenestrations. I don't know what I'm talking. Over here I have my Scindapsus, and this is the one with the bigger leaves. I really like him. I love his big leaves, and he's giving me a lot of new growth everywhere, like here, so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna worry about him too much and just let him be. And yeah, just hopefully he's gonna trail up this moss pole. I have my Syngonium neon, and I put a moss pole on him as well because I also read somewhere that Syngoniums do like to climb up. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. She's growing a lot from the first day that I got her, so I'm not worrying about her too much, although some of her leaves look like a little bit unhealthy. But overall, she's giving me good color of pink, so I'm just gonna let her be. Over here I have my Syngonium Pink Splash, and I really like her, and she's also having a new leaf right here. But I think it's gonna be pink. I think it's gonna be all pink, but yeah. I don't know. We will have to see when she opens up. I just love both of these leaves. This is the 2 leaves that I protect and make sure it doesn't go bad. Here I just have my Hoya, and I actually hang her up right up there, but I wanted to show you, so yeah, I just brought her down for a sec. I really like the white leaves. I love white leaves. I don't know, it's really pretty. I have my Stephania erecta, and this one's grown quite a bit. This one is a pretty big bulb, so I'm very excited to see how she's gonna grow. And on the side here, I'm propagating my snake plant, so I just leave him there, and hopefully he's gonna give me some roots someday. So now we are on top of my shelf, and this, I have my Epipremnum and Joy. Oh, it's so hard to say all these names. But yeah, I just keep her up here because it's not focusing. I just keep her up here because the sunlight's pretty sufficient for her. So yeah, I really like the color of the leaves as well. It's a very common plant that I feel like is very underrated. So yeah, I just keep her up here. Here I have my ZZ plant, and I really love him as well, and he's starting to become all black, so that's very exciting for me. So yeah, it takes him a while to get the juvenile leaves to become like all black, but they're really pretty otherwise. Here I have my Alocasia pink dragon, and this is also very hard to find in many places. And yeah, nothing so much about her. She's growing a bit slow, but I can see a new growth in here, so I'm not gonna worry so much. They're basically known for their pink stems, so that's why it's quite uncommon and really hard to find in many places. So yeah, I just repot him into a bigger pot, so I just have to keep an eye on him and just be careful that there's not gonna be root rot, because some of my plants are suffering from root rot right now and I have to rehab them. So yeah, I just keep an eye on him a little bit. This is my Asian wing begonia. It looks a little bit sad, and that's because I made a mistake, and I know all plant moms out there, we also make mistakes all the time. So yeah, I kind of repotted him into a big pot a little bit too soon, and she wasn't happy. So yeah, I had to cut her back so many because her leaves were falling off and it was just unhealthy. But now she's giving me like new growth here, and there's one I think here. And this one is the new growth as well. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the new growth to grow, and then we're gonna see from there. And this is used to be my begonia, my polka dot begonia, and if you're watching my rehab video, yeah, you're gonna know what happened. So yeah, I don't know, I used to be a little bit more hopeful for this plant, but honestly, I don't know anymore. But yeah, I just keep her here for now, and I just don't want to throw her away, so yeah, just leave her here. So these are my Raphaelis cuttings that I got from the mother plant that I showed you on my shelf. So I have 2 cuttings here, and they're doing very well. They're probably rooted already because they seem very stable with the soil. I also have some propagations here of my Scindapsus, my Pilea, which is not rooted yet, some of my Monstera Addisoniae. So yeah, I just leave them here to root so I can have more plants in my house. Over here I have my cactus, and this is actually the same cactus that I have on my shelf, but this is a smaller version. That one's the bigger one. But yeah, it's gonna grow a lot bigger, and it's actually grown quite a lot from the first time that I got him. So I just leave him here with like sufficient amount of sun. And I have my Stephania erecta back there, and also have this one which is grown into a circular leaf. So that's very exciting for me already. So I'm just gonna wait for him to grow a bit more. And I have a cutting of my Hartley philodendron. It wasn't doing so well, but now actually it's giving me new growth, like on the side here. So yeah, I just leave him here for now. And I have my Monstera Addisoniae cuttings in soil because the roots were already like quite long. So I just potted him into soil. Over here I have my what's this called? My Everprendum pinnatum variegata, which is a cutting that I got, and it's actually growing a new bud down there. I don't know if you can see. You can see that green thing popping out? Yeah, that's the new bud that's coming out. And I honestly thought that it wasn't going to survive because the nodes were so small. But yeah, they made it this far, so happy for him. And over here I have my, I can't say the scientific name, it's very hard, Christia something, but I just call him the butterfly plant. This is also pretty rare in a lot of places, so yeah, I actually have 2 of them. I have this one and this one right here that is a little bit taller, and it actually bloomed for me already, and it was like really cute white little flowers, so that was so cute. Back here I also have another Stephania erecta, but it's like a very small one. So yeah, I just put him in my grooved pot there. This is also a cutting from a butterfly, my oxalis plant, also the butterfly plant, because like I thought it wasn't going to survive when it came back from my leave. So I just want to make sure that I have, you know, some backup. And I just put it into water and it started rooting, so I pot him into soil. On top here I have my, I can't pronounce it, I'll put the name somewhere, but yeah, he's not doing so well as I thought. Like 2 of his leaves fell. So if you guys know what's up, maybe let me know. But yeah, 2 of his leaves fell. He's not that as healthy as before. Like he was growing a lot before, but now he's like stopped growing. So I don't know what it is. I have my jewel orchid, and she started blooming. I'm gonna show you these cute little flowers. She started blooming, so I don't know, they're super cute. And they have this like this yellow thing inside, which is like, I don't know, it's so cute. And this is one of my pride and joy, because actually I had a caladium one with like pink spots in the middle, but yeah, the mother died because it had so many bugs on it and it just died. And also had root rot as well above from that. So I tried to save the last bulb that they have, which is this guy, and actually I had no leaves before. Like it was just like an empty bulb with, and I removed all the roots because it was like all the roots were rotten. And honestly, I didn't think she would survive, but she started sprouting this new growth. So I'm super proud of this guy. Right here I have my philodendron lupinum, and he's doing not bad. He's giving me new growth right here, and I don't know, that new leaf doesn't look healthy, so I think I'm gonna have to remove that leaf. They're very slow growers. I don't know about this leaf. I don't think it's gonna survive, but maybe that leaf will, so we're gonna see. Back here I have my alocasia nebula, and she's actually suffering from root rot. That's why the leaves are like that. That's usually a sign of major root rot. So yeah, I'm just trying to rehab her right now, but she gave me this new leaf. So this is my Rex begonia, and she's doing all right. I don't really have to worry about her that much because she's been stable so far. So yeah, I just really love the leaves, and I don't know, I love begonias. I'm not the best at begonias. Like, that's my worst type of plants to take care of. Like, it's really hard for me, but I try. Down here I have my Monstera Peru, and she's actually giving me 2 new shoots, so that's quite interesting, as you can see here and at the back there. I don't know if you can see, it's blurry, but you know. Down here I have my variegated string of hearts, and I actually took so many cuttings from her to propagate. So yeah, and they're actually already rooted, so that's very nice. And I love her because she's just healthy, plump, and I don't have to worry about her so much. And I just, tongue twister. And I just water her basically like once every 2.5 weeks. So yeah, she's really low maintenance for me. This is from my Monstera seeds, and they've grown so much, so I put her up here now so they get quite a good amount of sunlight, because I don't really have to worry about the leaves burning that much, because the leaves are pretty decent size now. Here I have my little mochi, my pileae, baby pileae, which I got from the mother plant here. And yeah, I think I overwatered her one time. Now that I came back from Bangkok, I'm overwatering my plants like crazy now. I usually used to be an underwater, but now I'm an overwaterer, mommy. Like, I don't know what happened. Yeah, she's doing alright so far. There's a little bit of brown spots in some of her leaves, but overall, she's pretty healthy. So now I'm really waiting for the soil to completely dry out before I water her again. And she has 5 babies now. So that's something interesting, and I'm just waiting for this one to grow just a little bit so I can take her out. Here I have my Syngonium albo, and this one's very hard to find. And this one just has 2 leaves. I actually had another 3rd leaf, but it was like the color was not pretty, so I cut him off so they can just have more energy to produce another leaf. But honestly, it's not giving me a new leaf yet, even though like there's a new growth point right here, but it's just not giving me new leaves anymore, so we'll see. And this is my begonia, and honestly, it's suffering from root rot. It's not doing the best, but yeah, I'm rehabbing her right now, so I need to stop watering my plants so much. I need to stop. I have my Christine, oh, what is this? Can't talk. My Stephania erecta has a good growth point right there. And these are just cuttings. I don't know if you're interested to see the cuttings, but these are just cuttings of my string of hearts. You can see the roots are, like, you know, the white thing here. Yeah, the roots are already forming, so that's awesome. And I would suggest to put it in a Ziploc just to increase the humidity in the beginning for your cuttings, so it will encourage like the roots to grow. And after I put them in a Ziploc, the roots started growing. And right here, I'm rehabbing my friend's plant, the prayer plant, and she's actually giving me a new growth right here, so that's a good sign. Another Stephania with a growth point, so super happy. Down here, I just have all my propagations. I don't know if you guys are interested in them, but they're usually like from my string of hearts, and I also have some bulbs that are like still growing in here, I guess. So yeah, there's a lot of zip lock bags down here. So this is actually a caladium, a white caladium that just finally grew, and it took since December, so took quite a while for it to grow. But yeah, I'm really excited about this guy because the leaves are supposed to be white. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. On the side here I have my Epicea Blue Heaven, I think that's what you call it. It's also one of the fluffy plants, and it's been doing well so far. I mean, nothing that I'm worried about right now. Yeah, I just love that it's so fuzzy. I have my another Siningia, and it's getting a little bit more mature. But honestly, I think I prefer it in the juvenile form because like it looks a lot more fuzzier when it's like juvenile. But yeah, it's still quite soft as well. And although there are some dry spots, I'm not a pro at these plants. I don't know. I don't know if it's overwatering or underwatering. But yeah, I have a couple of these dry spots. I think I'm just gonna cut the leaf off. But yeah, he's just grown so much. And the last plant in my collection is my prayer plant, and I'm starting to fall in love with him more and more every day, and he's just giving me new leaves all the time. And actually, like I mentioned in my previous videos, I actually had 2 plants and I put him into 1 pot because my dream was always to have a full prayer plant. So yeah, I felt like that really made it happen. So yeah, I just really like him, and I really love these green leaves. I used to have like the one that my friend has, which is like this one, but now I'm starting to like the green leaves a little bit more. And yeah, he's always giving me new growth. Every time there's always going to be a new leaf coming up, so I'm happy. So that was basically all of my plants that I have right now, and it's completely different from my previous video. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like or subscribe, and I hope to see you in my future videos.